The Mountain Meadow on Shadow Mountain Drive is, in our opinion, the most scenic and spectacular mountain meadow in the Conifer area. The open valley is surrounded by forested, elevated topography. Especially on the southwest is the spectacular backdrop of conifer and black mountains. Full Send Bike Ranch, for mountain bikes with a quad lift, has secured a 273-acre lease on land owned by the state of Colorado. In late September 2021, Full Send released on their website an all-facility view map and a detailed map of the base of lift area. The upper end of the meadow will be built over, and the quad lift will extend from the meadow up Conifer Mountain to almost Christopher Drive. This project, if it ever moves forward, will forever destroy the mountain meadow's sense of place. We will begin our drone tour around the mountain meadow at the upstream end of the meadow. In the lower right is Shadow Mountain Drive. To the left of Shadow Mountain Drive are the greenish-brown grasses of the meadow, and in the lower left of the image is the aspen grove, just starting to turn yellow in late September. Along the skyline, in the saddle, that is the lowest part, if you look carefully, you can see the thread of Shadow Mountain Drive climbing up out of the North Turkey Creek drainage basin. Along the skyline to the left is the flank of Conifer Mountain. Adjacent to Conifer Mountain is the tree-covered, pointed peak of Black Mountain with an elevation of approximately 10,756 feet. Finally, on the skyline to the right is the bare rock face of High Rock. The term is not used on any map, but was used by the pioneers. Next, you will see an overlay upon this image, which will show the impacts of the proposed development. At the bottom of the image, the yellow dashed line is the east edge of the 273-acre lease of state of Colorado land, which is administered by the State Land Board. The red dotted line represents the position of the quad chairlift for riders and their bikes. The top of the lift is off of the image. Bike runs are shown diagrammatically. The position of the lodge is shown by the yellow dotted area located in the aspen grove. All of the area around the lodge and extending to Shadow Mountain Drive will be subject to intensive development. The bottom edge of the image is the approximate east boundary of the 273-acre Full Send Bike Ranch lease. The mountain meadow extending to Shadow Mountain Drive is slated to become a parking lot and a stormwater detention pond. The entrance to the facility will be off of Shadow Mountain Drive in this area. The aspen grove in the lower left of the image will be the site for the facility lodge and the so-called milling area at the base of the quad lift. At 11 o'clock on the skyline is a good view of Black Mountain. The right edge of the image shows High Rock. Shortly to begin a clockwise swing of the camera towards the north. At 11:45 o'clock is the high-angle join of Warhawk Road to Shadow Mountain Drive. At 12 o'clock, along the skyline, is a good view of High Rock. The view looking southeast downstream along North Turkey Creek. At 10 o'clock is the log cabin along Shadow Mountain Drive. Along the center of the Mountain Meadow is a strip of willow trees delineating a riparian, that is streamside, federally mapped wetland. At 12 o'clock, the elevated area along the skyline is the area between Legault Mountain and Pleasant Park. We will now proceed downstream. The foot of the Mountain Meadow is marked by a grove of aspen trees to the right of the road. Buena Vista Road joins Shadow Mountain Drive on the left, out of sight, just around the bend. Now the drone will turn around and fly to the head of the Mountain Meadow, about 7/10 of a mile upstream. Conifer Mountain is along the skyline. The hump on the skyline near the right edge of the image is in front of Elk Creek Fire Station Number 3. A communication tower is on the right side of the hump, but does not show well in the video. At the left, on the skyline, is the hump on Conifer Mountain, behind which sits Elk Creek Fire Station Number 3. On the right is the pointed Black Mountain. In the lower right is the valley floor occupied by the Mountain Meadow with the Golden Aspen Grove nearby, where we started first. In the center, at about 12 o'clock, is a rounded hilltop where the quad bike lift would end. The spur of Conifer Mountain is hard to discern, so we have an overlay. The yellow dashes outline the unnamed spur of Conifer Mountain upon which the proposed facility would be constructed. The red dots represent the quad chairlift. At the base, the red box will be the intensely developed lodge, parking lots, and the storm water detention pond. All of these features will be clearly visible from Shadow Mountain Drive. Now we will remove the overlay and move to the right. We have circled back to near the starting point of the video, looking upstream. Along the skyline, just left of center, is Black Mountain, and the bare rock is High Rock on the right edge. On Shadow Mountain Drive is the roadside cabin with the tin roof. Now I will turn on another overlay. This shows the red dotted quad lift and the red outline box of intense development, which will destroy the full width of the Mountain Meadow and associated wetlands across the valley of North Turkey Creek. This slide discusses the profound impacts if this facility is ever built. Number one, the sense of place of the Mountain Meadow and the majestic Conifer Mountain will be destroyed. This truly is one of the best mountain views in Jefferson County. Number two, traffic. At least 500 vehicles in and 500 vehicles out, and that's conservatively estimated, yields a additional 1,000 trips per day. These cars will require the network of Barkley Road, the junction of County Highway 73 and Barkley Road, the junction of County Highway 73 and Shadow Mountain Drive, and the lower 2 miles of Shadow Mountain Drive to be reworked. Cost double-digit millions. Number three, Elk Creek Fire Ambulance Service. Potentially 5 runs per week to Swedish or St. Anthony's. Upfront purchase of a new ambulance and at least 2 full-time firefighter paramedics' salary and benefits. Ambulance replacement every 6 to 7 years. This will require from the developers a commitment for the life of the project. 4. Emergency wildland fire evacuation. 700 to 800 persons and their vehicles. Do they exit left or right onto Shadow Mountain Drive from the facility? This will also introduce a major impact on local residents also trying to escape using Shadow Mountain Drive and Black Mountain Drives. 5. This development is completely out of character with the existing rural neighborhood. The facility is designed to serve the Denver metro area, roughly 3 million persons, Colorado, United States, and international visitors through adventure tours servicing conventions held in Denver. What next? Come up here and see for yourself what we've tried to show in this video. Coming from Denver on 285, get off at the Barkley Road exit, turn right at Barkley and County 73, that's the road to Evergreen, and then shortly thereafter, turn left onto Shadow Mountain Drive. Pass through the Mountain Meadow and go to the junction of Shadow Mountain Drive and Black Mountain Drive. Turn around here, and this way you can see the meadow and the mountains from the opposite direction. The case has not yet been filed with the Jefferson County Planning and Zoning Division, so at this time it is not of use to file a comment letter until the case or the record is actually opened. Conifer and South Evergreen Community Committee, abbreviated COSEC, is a nonprofit community advocacy volunteer group which is operated solely by its local members. Visit our website, cosecc.org, and get on our mailing list. Thank you.